Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living. Happy March. Hey, we're bringing it on, huh? New theme. I see some new faces. Welcome, everybody. We're just going to start right off by singing our opening song. It's a great song by Daniel Nahmad called My Soul is Welcome Here. Of course it is.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome.
Good morning. Our souls are welcome here. My name is Steve Matthews, and I'm happy to be your host today. Welcome to everybody. Thank you for the music. Wherever you are today, we welcome you to, if you're online, put your name and where you're watching us from. We always love to hear that. And also welcome everybody here this morning. We're happy to see everyone's shining faces. Beautiful winter morning. It's nice. We won't have these for much longer, so let's enjoy them while we've got them. How's that for an attitude adjustment? Our center is a spiritual community where all are welcome. Our center teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor all pathways by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness to make the world a better place as we manifest a world that works for everyone. I added that. I invite you to join in stating our center's spiritual purpose. We are an open, welcoming community, celebrating our divinity, loving our humanity, and nurturing our journeys of spiritual discovery. Today, our message that Reverend Cindy has for us is called Coming Home Through Our Breath. Looking forward to that. Special music will be by Dallas Brown. Teresa Martin is our prayer practitioner today. And during the service today, Farrell Zeman will be holding high watch from his home online. And so throughout the meeting, he will be holding prayer and that spiritual place for us as we share this time together. After today's service, please join us in our community visioning. It's every month after the first service each month. It'll begin at 12:30, and there will be a brown bag lunch as well. And also join us on Wednesday evenings. Shanti will be here doing yoga, candlelight yoga, sound bowls, and drum circles. That runs from 6 to 8. For the latest information on what's happening in our center, please visit the website at www.spirituallyfree.org. We'd love to welcome any newcomers that are here today. If you're here and are willing, please raise your hand for the first time. Let us know that you're here. Welcome. There is a packet at the front that you're able to get magazine, the Center for Spiritual. Sorry, what's the name of the magazine called? Science of Mind. Welcome. All right. Our center was founded on and grounded in prayer. Prayer helps us deal with day-to-day issues and create positive experiences regardless of our circumstances. Our professional prayer practitioners are trained in the art and science of affirmative and healing prayer and are available to pray with you and for you. You can submit prayer requests on our website's homepage, and our practitioners will pray for you throughout the week. Practitioners can be identified by the purple stoles that they're wearing over their shoulders. Now, I invite you to settle in and allow Teresa's reading and centering music to take you to that sacred space within. Then she will lead us in prayer.
Today's reading is from the Energy Codes by Dr. Sue Morter, page 205. Breath is spirit. Breath is life. Breath is soul. Breath is you. And when the breath is gone, spirit, life, and you have left the body. And life experience as we know it on the physical plane is over. But this isn't a one-way street. We can actually infuse more life, more of us, into this plane now. And while we're here, we can bring more of the spirit, the soulful self, into our body. For this, we must use the breath. The breath code is all out breathing, and thus bringing more breathing, more life into our life. We breathe more of it and more of our true self into our energy field and physical body, and get energy flowing so that we can fully embody the life that we came here to live.
Settle in, breathe into the quiet. Settle in, go deep into your heart. From this place I know that I'm connected. From this place I know that I am loved. Settle in, breathe into the quiet. Settle in, go deep into your heart. From this place I know that I'm connected. From this place I know that I am loved. From this place I know that I'm connected. From this place I know that I am loved.
And from a place of pure love, This divine love lives within us at all times. It is in the heart and the soul of each of us. And we are grateful for all of that. We are grateful for this spirit that lives within us, that is powerful, that we can access this power by our breath. And we know that we are connected with this divine presence that lives within us, that is the light of our life when we choose. When we choose life, we are connected in all ways. Every blade of grass, every chair, every person, every animal, every bird, all connected to this one life, this presence of love that lies within. So for that, I am grateful. I am truly grateful for the presence of Reverend Cindy, who gives us our talk today on the breath, and for our fantastic band, and all our volunteers, and audiovisual, and anyone else, our hosting. Oh, there are so many. And if I've left somebody out, I am grateful for you. And I bless you all in all of the things that you do. I bless your life. I bless your activity. I bless who you really are. So for all of that, I give thanks. And I release this, knowing that it is already done, as together we say, and so it is.
I invite you to sing with us. This is a wonderful affirmation. Namaste, the meaning, the God in me beholds the God in you. The God in me beholds the God in all. Coming home through our breath. This is a wonderful place to remember. The God in me beholds the God in you. Let's sing together.
The God in me beholds the God in you. The God in me beholds the God in you. All is beautiful, all is well, all is beautiful, all is well. The God in Nice job.
Thank you. Thanks so much for singing along. Well, a big surprise. Last night, Dallas Brown called me, said he took a fall and wasn't feeling well. I guess a couple of days last week, he couldn't even walk. So I'm so sorry to say that he won't be sharing his beautiful music with you today. Our band is going to do a couple songs I hope you enjoy. The first one is by Jen Hodge, a very dear friend of mine and the center's. She wrote this amazing song called Love is Everywhere. It's in the melody of your favorite song. It's in the harmony where others sing along. It's in the voices of the choir, loud and strong. Love is everywhere. It's in the soaring of the guttural of the horn. It's in the slow and steady heartbeat of the drum. It's in the hollow sadness of the requiem. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it. It is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it. No. It's in the handwork of the artist, joyfully wrought. It's in the lessons of the classroom, wisely taught. It's in all things you once knew but forgot. Love is everywhere. It's in the picture on the wall. It's in the frame. It's in our differences which makes us all the same. It's in the space between the letters in your name. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it. It is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it. No. It's in the faces of the people that you meet. It's the joy in you, the joy in me. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it. It is everywhere. Love is everywhere. Love is everywhere. You don't have to go far to find it. No.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, our wonderful house band. We are just so blessed in this community. Good morning, everyone, and happy March. Good morning. So our theme is coming home, and whoever bought that mat at the front of our door, welcome home. Thank you. It's perfect. Oh, I see. I think I know the angel that bought it. I see her shaking her head. Anyway, so the talk today is coming home through our breath. And you know me, I always have things up my sleeve. This month is Women's History Month, and I don't want to glaze over it, so we're going to have quotes from women in history this whole month. Yes, yes. So, Women's History Month is to celebrate and honor women's contributions to this world. There are many. There's many ways that women have impacted everybody's life. I spoke about some of those last week with Black History Month and the black women that have come up with these inventions and amazing things that we use every day. Women's History Month started as actually Women's History Week, and it was started by our former president, Jimmy Carter, in 1980. So let's hold Jimmy Carter in our hearts as we know he's in hospice care in Atlanta right now. So each week, I'm going to bring you a different reading. And this week, it's from Maya Angelou. And I love this reading. Lean in. You may encounter many defeats, but you must not be defeated. In fact, it may be necessary to encounter the defeats so you can know who you are, what you can rise from, and how you can still come out of it. So just sit with that for a second. It's powerful. The other thing that we've been doing is the season of nonviolence, and we're still in that season. Today's lesson is understanding. Here's a quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. When you understand, you cannot help but love. Practice looking at all the living beings with eyes of compassion. So I say, let's do that here and now. Why don't we just stand up, and if you're at home, look at others in your environment. Stand up. Yep, stand up. In silence, catch the eyes of 10 people and just beam them some love. 10 people. And when you've got your 10 under your belt, go ahead and have a seat. After service today, I invite you to share this experience with someone in our congregation. So now on to coming home through the breath. Picture this. I'm 6 years old. It's a Sunday. We've gotten up and had our Sunday brunch, and we've all settled into what we do on Sundays. My dad's sitting on his recliner watching sports. My brother's in his room soldering boards and doing electronic things. My mom is in the living room reading a book. And where I am is in my bedroom, on my floor, drawing with my crayons and my pens and painting. Now, here's the thing. 6-year-old Cindy was in her soulful self, doing what I came here to do and be. When I was drawing and painting, I was in my happy place. I didn't have thoughts of anything else but being creative, because that's who I am, a creative soul. I was truly, truly living my life in the intention I came into this world. Of course, at this age, I didn't have a lot of other things going on in life, right? I didn't have bills to worry about and other things, and I know not everybody's childhood is like that. There's all kinds of situations, environments that we get brought up into. But that's where I began. Fast forward, teenage Cindy, a little wild, adventurous. Yep. Having fun with my friends. But then I bumped into my spiritual Eskimo. I've spoken about this. Her name is Frida. She taught me how to meditate at 17. So as I moved forward through life, meditation and art were my flotation devices, so to speak. Because life has a way of being life. You end up having challenges. Things happen in life that you don't expect. Friends suddenly pass away or move away. My father passing away when I was 21. He was a week before his 50th birthday. My best friend in the whole world was my grandmother. I refer to her as Bubby. She also passed away when I was 15. So these things in life, they come and they influence, and also the other circumstances of life that affect our world. The political climate. When things aren't going so well, and I remember in the 80s, those long gas lines that we used to sit in our cars to hope we can fill up. All those things come into our world, and something happens. My essential self was still here. I am who I am. I can never be disconnected from that. But I also can have amnesia from that. Full circle for me wasn't necessarily bumping into a Science of Mind community, although it's a very important step along my path. But full circle for me was learning how to breathe. Think about it. We get born. We might need a little help to get our first breath going. Maybe a little spank on the butt or the back, or a little help beyond that. And we take our first breath and we cry. And there's such relief in the room from our parents. But does anyone ever really teach us how to breathe? It's something so automatic. And if you've ever had bronchitis or any of those things, you'll know how important it is to be able to breathe. Because, like Dr. Sue said, breath is life, and life is breath. We're not breathing, then we're not alive. So I just wanted to tell you that I found my way back to myself, my soulful self, through my breath. The first part of that reading is, Breath is spirit, breath is life, breath is you. When breath is gone, spirit, life, and you have left the body, and life experience as we know it on the physical plane is over. Raj, do you have that graphic that I sent you by chance? No? Okay, that's all right. That's all good. I was going to bring a poster and I forgot it, but it's okay. So, when we breathe, we're actually giving energy to our energy systems. Everyone's heard the word chakras, right? And there's a lot of places you can go for chakra balancing and all these things. But the first place to go is to your breath. Because when we walk into a room, we're just not contained in this body temple. Our energy field comes with us. When we are not breathing consciously, what can happen is in our energy field, instead of it flowing smoothly, it can get a wobble. I know when I'm in a wobble, folks. This is what happens when I'm in a wobble. I trip. I cut my finger. I send an email out that wasn't quite ready to go out. Whoops. Right? That's when I know I'm in a wobble. And if I'm ever doing that, then I know that it's time for me to consciously breathe. In fact, one day I was in San Francisco and I was waiting for my wife to finish work, and I was walking down the street. And I'm walking down the street and I'm thinking about 3 things at one time and not really thinking on the fact that I'm walking down the street. And what do? I trip. I thought, oh, thank you. That's not the one, but that'll work. It's good. You're good. So I'm walking down the street further and I trip again. This time I really went kind of flying. Luckily I didn't fall to the ground. I caught myself. And I stood there, and it didn't matter that I was in the middle of the street. I stood there, and I did my breath work. I'm going to teach you some today, not to worry. The minute that I came home through my breath, I continued on, and all was well. No more tripping, no twist ankles, anything like that. So here's the way it works. If you see the graphic now, I've shown this before. That top part of the graphic is really who we are. Light, energy. And as it comes down into the body temple, you'll see that there's this toric field around the body that's standing on top of earth. That toric field is our energy field. Right? When it's smooth, that's how it looks. When it's in a wobble, it doesn't look that smooth and pristine. Also, the energy field, so you know, can be this big, this big, this big to infinity. That's why when some people walk in the room, you feel them immediately. That's why when we're here in this center praying and affirming and knowing what we know, it affects the world out there. So, this energy system. First of all, what we are is mind, body, and breath. The body tells us stuff all the time. You know what the mind does? It ignores it. We're constantly getting messages. We're constantly getting information. And sometimes when we ignore it, it can be quite painful. Now, there's subtle ways that it can be informing you. It could be a tickle in your throat or a little twinge of tightness in a knee or something. Or even a thought of, there's someone I really need to call. if you would just pay attention when it's that subtle, you wouldn't have to have that 2x4 over your head. I'm not going to say the 2x4 is bad, because just like Maya Angelou said, sometimes these things need to happen in our life so that we really know who we are and we know that we can overcome them. But it doesn't have to be so hard. I was at one of Dr. Sue's retreats, and this young lady stood up and said, I am so grateful for my 2x4s, because I have really gained confidence in who I am because these things have happened. And what Dr. Sue said was, it doesn't have to be so hard. Life doesn't have to be so hard if we pay attention and we live as the mind, body, and breath that we are. So I've had the blessing of being on a spiritual path for a long time, as I've told you, since 17, learning to meditate and really knowing the truth of who I was when I was a very little girl. And I refer to myself as a spiritual being of light, love, and creativity. That's who I am. I am not a human being living a spiritual life. I am a spiritual being human. Do you catch the difference there? So what I want to do to facilitate all of you having some very simple but profound breath work in your pocket is I want to teach you something right here and right now. It's called Buddha belly breath. And unless you've been to a yoga studio or places that teach breath work, you might not know how to do this. So just follow along. There's many other breath works in the energy codes, but I want to teach you the most basic and the quickest one to get you home. This is something you can do when you're standing in the line at the market, folks. When you're sitting in your car, when you're waiting on something and feeling impatient, all you have to do is breathe like this. So I invite you to just close your eyes for a moment. Imagine that there's this golden cord of light coming from above your head, like that graphic that you saw. That light is coming down through your crown chakra into your body and filling up your body with this beautiful light. It's warm. As we breathe, we're going to breathe only through our nose. Breathe in through your nose and make it slow to a count of 5. Breathe in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it. Hold it for as long as it's comfortable. And when you're ready to exhale, we're going to exhale through our nose again, slowly allowing that breath to go down your body, through your feet into Mother Earth. So breathe out slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we want to reverse this. We're going to breathe in from below and imagine that power, that presence of Mother Gaia coming up through your feet. Breathe in through your nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it for at least 5 if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you can hold it longer, do so. If not, exhale through your nose. And imagine that breath shoots right out of your crown chakra like a whale spout. Imagine that energy just falling around you like a waterfall. And let's do this again. Breathe in from above. Hold it. Exhale slowly. Breathe in from below. Slowly. Hold it. And exhale above through your crown chakra like a whale shooting out water. And just keeping your eyes closed for a moment to notice what you notice. And as you open your eyes, my invitation is that you add this to your spiritual practice. Something that I do is I make sure I do this every morning and every night and in between. A term I heard one time was, when should you be doing this? Never not. If we walk around and we're conscious of our breathing, we are in the moment. We're not in the past. We're not projecting what might happen. You can only breathe in the moment. So I ask that you breathe consciously. I'm telling you, when I've been in different situations that were really challenging me and rattling me, the first place I go is to my breath. It calms me down in an instant. It reminds me who I am. It is truly a place for me to come home. So, I want my congregation to remind each other of who we are. If you notice that you're with someone and it seems like they're holding their breath because they're worried and telling you a story, just say, oh, just take a breath. Every time we hold our breath, we're in a place of fear. We're in that fight or flight place in our body. And just by releasing that fight or flight and taking a deep breath is profound. I promise you. If you're a person that worries a lot, I know this is going to help you. If you're a person that is up against something in their life that, you've been waiting for it to change, go from that place in your mind to your body and breathe. We have many places in our body that have brains, not just up here in our noggin. There's intelligence of our heart. There's intelligence in our gut. You know that gut knowing that we've all been through, that we've had? I can tell you millions of stories when I didn't follow it and what happened. And I can tell you millions of stories of when I did follow it. Like being here with all of you. So that's what I wanted to give you today. But you know what? I wanted to end with a joke. There's two hunters out in the woods, but one of them collapses, and he's not breathing. So his friend calls 911. The operator answers, and he says, "My friend is dead. What should I do?" And the operator says, "Well, calm down. first make sure that he's really dead. So there's this silence on the phone, and the 911 operator hears, bang! He gets back on the phone, and the guy says, now what do I do? Let's pray. So as we get ready for our prayer, let's just breathe consciously together. And as we breathe together deeply and slowly and consciously, each and every energy center of our body, every chakra is being served. As our energy fields are just going out and out and out, co-mingling with each and every person in this room and our beloveds streaming in. How grateful I am for the breath. How grateful I am for life. For life is breath, and breath is life. How grateful I am to have woken up today, to prepare for this day and this body temple that serves me in doing what I'm here to be. The light, the love, the creativity. How grateful I am for all of the teachers and mentors and ancestors that have come to remind me of who and what I am. Grateful for all the ministers that have come before, and for Reverend Dr. Michael Bernard Beckwith, grateful for Dr. Sue Morter, grateful for Maya Angelou, grateful for all these beloveds, these mystics amongst us, currently and in the past. For the generosity of spirit, for sharing these lessons with me so that I could share with you. And I'm grateful to know that there is only one power, one presence, one divine matrix that is connected with everything. What we are affirming and knowing and recognizing, this power and presence here in this moment, in this building in Utah, affects other worlds, other countries, everyone that we meet. So I know that this connection is with all sentient beings, all beings, all planets, all universes, all seeds, all trees, all plants, every star, every sun, every moon is one and the same. The I am that I am in that beautiful graphic, that light that we are. Knowing that to my core, that truth, I claim and know that for myself, that every cell, organ, atom, bone, breath I take is one with the one, and I know the same truth for my beloveds in this room and for you streaming from home. It doesn't matter how many miles apart, we're connected. We're unified in this field of love and light and energy. And because I know that is the truth of who and what we are, I claim and know for my beloveds in this room that if you are here with a heavy heart of grief, that we are holding you and that you are never separate from your loved ones. They might not be breathing in this body temple, but they are always, always available to connect with. And for my beloveds in this room that are having challenges, whether it's finding the perfect and right home space to call home, I claim and know that you are home now. And how good does it feel to be with this community, cared for, loved up, reminded that that home, that space that you call your sanctuary, is looking for you now. And I know the same truth for my beloveds that are looking for the perfect and right job, purpose. It's knocking on your heart right now. It's coming through to you through subtleties of people talking to you and telling you, hey, did you see that this place is looking for employees? As we pay attention to those subtleties, life just doesn't have to be so hard. Because this energy, this breath that we are, is unlimited. It's unlimited. It's unlimited. It's there for the taking. As we breathe, we consciously breathe. I ask for you now to say your name and then the name of someone that you know that is wanting and needing prayer in this prayer vortex that we have created. Cindy, Mike, Marilyn, Kent, Brent, Sanford, Joanne, my mom, Anna, Kimberly, Atlas, Deborah, all my family. Your prayer has been heard. The universe always says, yes, my beloved, this and so much more. This and something so much better than you could ever have thought of. So I am thankful for this answered prayer, for this prayer vortex that we created to set along the seeds in that soil, that fertile soil of spiritual principles that we know to be true. As we release it on the human side of the fence, we let it go into this spiritual field and know that it is done, that all is well. And please join me by saying, and so it is. Amen. Ashe. Thank you. So it's that time that we're going to prepare our gifts. The ushers are in the back of the room. Sue's back there ready. And I just wanted to say a couple of things. First of all, thank you. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for practicing one of the practices that we do here at our center, generosity, giving. Because as we give, we receive. So the ushers will go through the room and do the collection, and we'll have Dell sing for us while that's happening.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed.
Thank you, thank you. Now let's bless these offerings. And if you give monthly and you give by credit card, this blessing is for you as well, of course. So let's outstretch our hearts through our hands toward these baskets of promissory notes. And just repeat after me. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
I am so grateful.
I am so grateful
for all that comes to me.
for all that comes to me.
And that I get to share.
And that I get to share.
And that it always returns.
And that it always returns.
Multiplied abundantly.
Multiplied abundantly.
I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you, thank you. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. I've been set free, I'm released. I've been set free, I'm released. The burden of my past has gone away at last. I've been set free, I'm released. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me. The light of love and grace shines upon my face. All that I need comes to me. All that I need comes to me.
I'm going to share a song by John Smith. Kind of a not so interesting name, but an amazing songwriter. John Smith wrote a song called Heart Wide Open. And the chorus goes, I'm going to take every breath like it's the last one I have. And I thought that was great to affirm. The song is called Heart Wide Open. Soles on these shoes are wearing thin. All of the miles I have spent searching. The trail might be cold, but it's not quite frozen. And I find my way if I just walk each day with my heart wide open. I've been worn down like an old river stone, caught up in the current, tumbled and thrown. My spirit feels weak, but it's not quite broken. Let that river run, and I'll take what comes with my heart wide open. I wanna take every breath like it's the last one that I'm gonna get. I want to release every regret, let go of the pain and forgive. I wanna know what it's like to live with my heart wide open. I've held on too tight, I've let go too soon, and I have built walls clear up to the moon. But now here I stand, unguarded and hoping that love comes again, and I'll jump right in with my heart wide open. I wanna take every breath what it's like to live with my heart wide open. Yeah, I wanna know what it's like to live with my heart wide open, wide open. Here she comes.
Here I come again. I wanted to say a couple things. One is today after service, we're doing our first community visioning, right? So we're going to do it the first Sunday of each month. Now, don't be afraid if you haven't visioned before. I will teach you. It's powerful. You can be used in your own life. So stay afterwards. We have some snacks. We told people to bring a brown bag and we would do side dishes, but there's plenty for everybody. So make sure that you stay after service. The other thing is, were you going to announce
I wasn't,
your...
because I didn't ask permission, you know.
I'm giving you permission. We get to go enjoy our band at the Tabernacle. So Rick's
Yes.
going to talk about that, all right? Right. And also, every second Friday of the month, somewhere around that, we're going to have Rabbi Allen's community doing services here on Friday night once a month.
Cool.
Sort of. Right. So the flyer will be out on the table if you want to know more about that. Make sure you check it out because it's all about interfaith. It's all about oneness. And make sure you know what's going on. There's more and more going on here, right? So you got to check in with the website and the flyers and everybody.
Yeah. Sure. March 10th, 7 p.m. Eric got over the microphone, Alan. That's great. Rabbi Alan Bachman, dear friend of the center, and a very powerful presence in the Salt Lake Interfaith Roundtable, which is a wonderful, wonderful group and going on for years. You know, how many years? Since the 2002 Olympics.
First time that the band from Center for Spiritual Living has ever been in this event.
That's right.
In the Salt Lake Tabernacle, free parking, 6 p.m., March 19th.
There you go, March 19th, Sunday evening. It's an interfaith tribute, and as Alan said, this is the first time the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living band is a part of this, and I'm so grateful and humble for the invitation and so grateful to be a part of the interfaith community, and it's a rich celebration of marvelous music, and we get to be a part of it. So please come 6 o'clock at the Salt Lake Tabernacle on March 19th. Yeah, we count on it.
You folks are really the finale, big numbers, to rock the tabernacle.
Rock the tabernacle. It's gonna be our byline now. Rock the tabernacle. Okay. So let's stand, everybody. Let's celebrate this glorious day. Don't forget about the visioning that happens almost immediately after this. Lunch is served. It'll be great. Let's sing together. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Holy, holy, holy ground. We are standing on holy ground. Love and light and joy abound. We are standing on holy ground. Bye.